Okay, so here for once, Fox actually provides some news and not just
News
propaganda.
alert out of the Middle East. Israel's parliament, the Knesset, voting in favor of a new coalition government today. It ends Benjamin Netanyahu's 12-year term as the country's longest-serving prime minister. Far-right leader Naftali Bennett sworn in as his replacement after the historic vote. Trey Yingst is live in Jerusalem. Trey.
John, good evening. After more than 12 years, Israel now has a new prime minister. Naftali Bennett will lead the Jewish state and a freshly formed coalition government. The vote of confidence taking place tonight here in Jerusalem at the Israeli parliament.
So,
Outgoing Prime Minister
anything...
Benjamin Netanyahu was visibly upset in his final moments in office. After Bennett was sworn in, reactions started to pour in from around the world. President Biden was the first world leader to release a statement saying he congratulated the new leader, along with Yair.
Well, I'm just glad that we're seeing a bit of a change. I mean, this guy's actually even more far right than Netanyahu. But then supposedly, like in 2 years from now, there's going to be a sort of more moderate lefty person going to be prime minister. So that might be good.
Pete, who will rotate in as prime minister in 2023. Bennett and Biden also spoke over the phone, discussing the alliance between Israel and the United States, according to a statement provided to Fox by an aide to the Israeli leader. Israel's 13th prime minister spoke shortly after being sworn in, saying this.
The hardship of forming a new government is behind us.
And now what happened is that there's a bunch of forces from all sides of the political spectrum that managed to actually, they just formed a team together just to be just anti-Netanyahu, basically. They just managed to get together to agree to oust Netanyahu.
The citizens of Israel are all looking at us, and the burden of proof is on us.
This government has a paper-thin margin, receiving 60 votes in the 120-seat Knesset. It's a coalition with politicians from across the political spectrum, including an Arab party. This means huge compromises will have to be made in order to keep it together and avoid sending Israel to another round of elections. Right now, Israel is facing a number of issues, such as foreign threats like Iran and domestic issues like the economy in the wake of COVID-19. Now, this new government will likely be tested nearly immediately, whether it's a foreign policy threat from somewhere like Tehran or inside Gaza, or something domestically having to do with the, as they call it in Israel, a balagan, a mess in the political system here. John?
Yeah. Trey Yingst from Jerusalem. Trey, thank you.
Hi, winner Brian Kilmeade.
Yeah, I'm just glad that they're changing. And again, so just to remind, as a reminder, I basically just don't support. I don't support Israel. I don't support Palestine. It's the whole thing is a stupid mess. I'm again just anti-country. I want to eliminate all countries. That would include eliminating the countries of Israel and Palestine. Just let people go wherever they want. And if people want to move into Israel or Palestine, well then they can do so. And that is that. But you got to get rid of religion, because part of the whole thing is you eliminate religion so that that whole thing will no longer even be an issue because nobody has a religion anymore. That is the plan. That seems like the obvious solution.